killing the Ahrimanian creatures, the Kraftstrasse, is as killing Ahriman himself, and sin may be atoned for by this means. And in the 5th century BCE, Herodotus 140, the 1st century of the Common Era, Plutarch, de Icid 46, Quast, Convive 452. In the 6th century, we have Agathias 224. The 7th century, we have G. du Knan, showing how continuous the custom was. Killing an Ormazdian animal is an abomination. It is considered as killing God himself. Persia was on the brink of zooltry and escaped it only by misunderstanding the principle she followed. Now we can certainly understand how, because the demons may communicate through these forms and these roles that certain animals take on, they've got moralized in their natural context. But one of the things the Islamic rulers were taught by their faith when going to Persia was, you let them have their religion, but one of the things you stop them from doing is going around trying to extinguish certain species. Now, if there's bugs in your home and that sort of thing, you can kill them, but you know, the wandering out in the wilderness. Killing Ormazdian animals is an abomination, as killing God himself. Persia was on the brink of... I'm sorry, I read that. Thus arose a classification which was often at variance with the supposed principle, as the entity who rushes in the lightning was said to move on a raven's wings with a hawk's flight. Birds of prey belonged to the realm of Ormazd. The Parsi theologians were puzzled at this fact, but their ingenuity proved equal to the emergency. Ormazd, while creating the hunting hawk, said to him, O thou hunting hawk, I have created thee, but I ought rather to be sorry than glad of it, for thou dost the will of Ahriman much more than mine. Like a wicked man who never has money enough, thou art never satisfied with killing birds. But hadst thou not been made by me, Ahriman, bloody Ahriman, would have made thee with the size of a man, and there would be no more any small creature left alive. And we have Budhis 14 as a reference here. Inversely, Ahriman created a lovely bird, the peacock, to show that he did not do evil from any incapacity of doing well, but through willful wickedness. Snick. This is a source for that. Satan, or Shah-Etan in the Avestan, is still nowadays invoked by the Yazidis as Malik Ta'us, angel peacock, and Azazil, or however you're going to say that, is, the Semitic term for the same. 36. The fulgurating conqueror, Apaosha, Tisturia, was described in mythic tales, sometimes as a boar with golden horns, sometimes as a horse with yellow cars, sometimes as a beautiful youth, but as he had been compared to a shining star on account of the gleaming of lightning, the stars joined in the fray, where they stood with Tisturia on Ahura's side, and partly for the sake of symmetry, partly owing to Chaldean influences, the planets passed into the army of Ahriman. 37. Man, according to his deeds, belongs to Ormazd, or to Ahriman. He belongs to Ormazd. He is a man of Asha, a holy one. If he offers sacrifices to Ormazd and, respects the light beings at least, if he helps them by good thoughts, words, and deeds, if he enlarges the world of Ormazd by spreading life over the world, and if he makes the realm of Ahriman narrower by destroying his creatures, a man of Asha is the Athravan priest who drives away fiends and diseases by spells, the mantras, sacred formulas, spells, perhaps as connotations. That the Ratha Esta warrior, who with his club crushes the head of the impious, the Vasturio husbandman, who makes a good and plentiful harvest, grows up out of the earth. He who does the contrary is a Durvant demon, and Anashavan, foe of Asha, and Ashamaoga, confounder of Asha. The man of Asha who has lived for Ahura Mazda will have a seat near him in heaven in the same way as in India the man of Vrita, the faithful one, goes to the palace of Varuna, there to live with the forefathers, the Pitris, the life of everlasting happiness. Thence he will go out at the end of time, when the dead shall rise, and live in an all happy life on earth, free from the evil and death. And from the worship of the Pitris was developed in Iran the worship of the Fravashis, who, being at first identical with the Pitris, with the souls of the departed, became by distinct principles. The Fravashi was independent of the circumstances of life and death, an immortal part of the individual which existed before man and outlived him. Not only man was endowed with a Fravashi, but the entities too, and the sky, fire, waters, and plants. And you could see guardian angel.